Hey everyone, welcome to another animated story from the Bible. Once upon a time, there was a man named Jacob. Now, Jacob wasn't just any man, he was the son of Isaac, grandson of Abraham, and a cheat who deceived his blind father into giving him his brother Esau's blessing. Because of this, Jacob had to flee for his life, and his only option was to run away to Haran, leaving everything he knew behind. So he did. But after traveling a long way, the sun began to set, and Jacob realized he would have to spend the night out in the wilderness. So he stopped in a desolate place, made himself comfortable, and went to sleep. And that's when the trouble started. Jacob didn't have a bed to sleep on, so he picked up a nearby stone and put it under his head as a pillow. Then he laid down on the hard ground and looked up at the dark sky full of stars. He was alone, weary, and afraid of what the future might hold for him. As the night wore on, Jacob began to feel overwhelmed with fear and loneliness. But then something amazing happened. As he slept, he had a dream. In his dream, Jacob saw a ladder propped up against the heavens. It stretched from the ground all the way to the top, where angels were climbing up and down. And at the very top of the ladder stood the Lord himself. When Jacob saw this, he was stunned and frightened. But the Lord spoke to him and said, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and your descendants. Your offspring will be like the dust of the earth, spreading in every direction. And through you all nations will be blessed. I am with you. I will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised. When Jacob woke up, he was trembling because of his dream. He looked around at the quiet wilderness and exclaimed, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. He was both afraid and amazed by what he had seen and heard. Then Jacob got up, took the stone he had used as a pillow, set it upright as a pillar, and poured oil over it as a symbol of worship. He named the place Bethel, which means house of God. And that's how Jacob received God's promise of his presence, protection, and blessing in his life. You see, Jacob had made a big mistake by deceiving his father and stealing Esau's blessing. Because of this, he had to leave his home and wander alone in the wilderness. He was afraid of the future and felt like he didn't have anyone to turn to for help. But God met him in his despair and gave him a promise that no matter where he went or what he did, God would be with him. Through Jacob's dream, God showed him that he is the one who controls the world. He can send his angels to protect those who follow him, and he can open the gates of heaven to pour out his blessings on them. But God didn't just tell Jacob about his power. He also reminded him that he is a good and merciful God. Even though Jacob had made a terrible mistake, God forgave him and promised to be with him always. Friends, when we read this story, we can learn an important lesson. No matter what mistakes we make or how far we stray from God's path, He is always ready to forgive us and guide us back to Him. We may feel lost and alone sometimes, but if we look up and trust in God, He will show us the way. Just like Jacob, we may not know what the future holds, but if we believe in God's promises, we can have hope and peace in our hearts. So whenever you feel scared or uncertain about the future, remember that God is with you. He wants to hear your prayers, and He loves you very much. Just talk to God honestly about your worries and ask for His help. Trust in His promises and believe that He will take care of you. God bless you.